Oh, Minister Paulette, you ready? Let me pull you on.
She was I don't know. Look like we all coordinate everything that's going on today, because
amen.
Yesterday while we were praying, I heard the word changes. It's time for a change. And there she goes. Before that, I listened to 2 speakers so far, and it's all about changing. I'm like, God, what were you trying to tell me? So now it's my turn. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thank you to you, Dr. West, for inviting me. I didn't know, I never participated in such thing, that different speakers speaking and then everybody's listening. You can bring your own snack. It was very nice. So thank you for inviting me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Paulette. I'm from the beautiful island of Haiti. This is where the accent came from. I'm going to try my best not to be too excited so the accent doesn't come out and then you'd be like, oh, what is she talking about? She speaks too fast. So a little bit about myself. I came to this country at the age of, I think I was about to have 16, and I went to school here. I'm trying to speak, after all these years, I'm almost here. Bonjour. I'm always on trying to get the accent out of my life. I'm almost here for 30 years and I'm still having the thick accent. I don't know why, but we're going to start this. So a little bit about myself. So when I came here at the age of 16, I went to high school and went to college here. And I went to school to become a journalist. But it was never my heart desire to be a journalist. It's because I like to talk a lot, but this is not something that intrigued me. After that, I see that being a journalist is too much battle, it's very demanding, very competitive, and it was not fun anymore. So I said to myself, maybe I need to go to school to get something that I will never lack of money. So I'm sitting here thinking, I say, maybe if I go to school to be an accountant, I will never lack of nothing, because believe it or not, they will always need an accountant. Any business need an accountant. So I will never go broke. This is my idea a couple of years ago. So I said, let me go back to school and become an accountant. I loved it because I was never scared of numbers. Growing up in the island of Guadeloupe, my mother never went to school, but my mother can handle money. She always had a little business. She was selling clothes, and then she would travel to the other island to buy gold and other jewelry so she can sell. But I'm like, how did mommy do it? Mommy never had an accounting degree, but she can handle a business. So I work here and there. Until 2008, I got laid off. I was devastated. I'm like, oh my God, I never been laid off before. I never got fired. So I found myself on my knees on my little apartment with a brand new baby. And I say, I need to find something, Lord. It's hurting me that I got laid off. Now I got to go look for a job. I got a lot to do, without knowing that the Lord brought me to that, I'm saying, brought me to be devastated. They brought me to I was too comfortable working at that time for Navy College. The job was easy. I was making money, but I didn't even want to go back to school. I was okay with my little $36,000 back in 2008. It was a lot of money. $36,000 a year was a lot for me. And then when I lost the job, being sad and all that, I say, God, give me a plan. Give me something that I should never lack. I should never complain to you anymore. I have something that I would love to do. This is what the next morning when I wake up, I say, how about I open my own business? How about I love numbers. I'm good at it. How about I become a freelance bookkeeper? So this is what I did. I opened the business. I did what I had to do. I went to the little community. There's a lot of small business who cannot afford to have a full-time accountant. So what I will do is I will create something for them. I say, okay, if you want me to come to your business twice a week, once a month, this is the money that I charge, and I'll be glad to help. At the end of the year, I do their taxes, everything. And this door of business plan opened doors for me to do other things. So I found myself in my little small community here doing immigration, helping with immigration, even go to the interview, I interpret, I go to court with clients. One thing about people from other countries, they're scared of going to court, they're scared of police, they're scared of anything because this is not the way things work where we come from. So when you look at somebody like me who go to court with them, I'm not an attorney, but having me by their side, that gives them more comfort. So I go with them. I do not public. I also do small business, taxes, any business plan I'm into everything so I can make this money while I do teach on the side. So God gave me the French community here. Everything, every French people who's here knows about me. Whenever they need something, my phone ring. You see, when God gives you something, gives you a plan, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. This is something that you don't know why he's giving you the plan for. Me, give me the plan, not only because he don't want me to lack, but also to help his people. So this is me. I have the whole little town of Norfolk, any French from West Africa, from my country, Haiti, Canada, even from France, all of them know me. They contact me. I'm part of every little thing that is going on in this small community with the people from other countries. So by God's grace and mercy, if I lack, it's because I'm lazy. When God put a plan in your heart, if I lack, it's because I'm lazy. I should not be lacking because this plan is my plan, his way is my way. So enough about me. While I was praying yesterday, I told you everything about me. So I was trying to get away so you guys can understand where I'm going with this. This is not about me. While we were praying last night, I keep hearing the word changes. Change. I'm like, God, what are you trying to say? Changes about what? Is there something going on in our group? Is it something people need to be changing? And I'm like, I wasn't even ready with what I wrote this morning. I wasn't ready. I'm like, okay, should I talk about this? Maybe this, maybe that. And when I heard the word changes, it made me want to talk about savings. How is it important for a Christian, even a non-Christian, to save during this pandemic? People spending money like crazy. Some people receive the stimulus check. Some people receive unemployment because they lost their job. At the beginning, people were receiving a good amount of unemployment because they had a little $600. People will spend money for no reason, including us Christians. Whatever that they got, money they receive, they buy things that they don't even need. You guys forgot about what they call saving. A little bit of saving will help a lot. We do not know what's coming our way. Now we deal with the pandemic. We don't know what's going to come tomorrow. All we do know that we have the grace of God upon our head. We're not going to lack of nothing. But at the same time, too, we should not be a fool. We should be learning how to save money. While they're giving it to us for free, we need to learn how to save money. There's one verse in the Bible that I really, really like. You see, the Bible talk about the little ant. You see the ant go around and pick up everything that they need during the summer. When it's become winter, they have the money to save. Let me read it for you guys, because this is the verbs that I think people should go by in order for them to save for whatever that they need to be saving. If you're saving for that business, save. How you think you're going to get the money? If you save enough money right now, this money that you can use, you don't need to go borrow money from the bank to be able to open that business. We have received a lot of money from the government. Some of us receive money for our businesses. Don't be blowing it out for no reason. This is one thing I don't understand. So Proverbs 6, verse 6 to 8 says that, go to the head, you lazy one. Observe his ways and be wise, which having no chief officer or ruler, prepare his food in the summer and gathers his provision in the harvest. So when things go bad, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but the grace of God upon us, and we go ahead and we spend money. What I really don't understand is, if you're paying the bills, we're not supposed to be outside because there's a pandemic, unless if we're going to grocery store. But why are you shopping for clothes? Where are you going? There's nothing going on. Most of our churches are closed. Most of our churches, there's nothing going on. Everything is via Zoom. Everything is online. Why are you shopping things that you don't even need? And another thing, why also you keep on spending money buying food? Why do you ever do that? I'm sorry if I got cut off. Somebody was trying to call at the same time. Why do you spend money buying clothes and buying food online, food that you can cook? I don't understand why us people be doing this thing. Stop spending money on things that you don't need. Those of you that don't know about saving money, there's a little thing that I do who work for myself, and I think that it can work for everyone. It's not because that I'm an accountant that I think that my things are better than others. No, it's just because we need to learn how to listen. This is the pandemic money came. The first time we had a good amount. The second time we had a good amount too. If you don't need that money, all the bills are paid, and by God's grace and mercy, you probably still have your job. Put that money on the side. Don't be blowing it up. I know something about people, especially us women. We have the money and then we spend it. Me, myself, after I pay all the bills in the house, whatever change there's, even if it's $5, you'd be surprised what $5 can give you a year. You put that little money on the side. You want to start that business. You want to probably do something with that money, whatever that is. Send your kids to college. Put that little $5 on the side. It's not going to hurt you. I don't know why God is saying you there's some changes you need to be made. If the person want me to work with them and they don't have any savings, they don't have anything, don't expect God to just out of miracle, maybe a bag of money will just drop on the floor. What did you do to save the money when he sent it your way? What did you do? You spend it for no reason. Start recording your expenses. You see, one time, this is why that catch up with me. There's what store I used to go, Walmart, for instance. Sometimes I go to Walmart for no reason. And one day I said, let me sit down and calculate everything that I spent this week. I found myself going to Walmart 4 or 5 times a week, spending, and I'm looking at the receipts, spending things that I don't even need. Why am I doing this? This because I'm bored. I said, maybe I'm bored, that's why I go to Walmart. So I found myself spending like $200 at Walmart for what? For little thing that I don't even need, maybe a makeup that I don't even need. I got so much of them, things that I don't even need. And then Walmart making money out of me while I'm spending money for no reason. Ordering food is another thing too, because sometimes we get lazy. I got 4 children at home. It's easy for me to go down the street at McDonald's to buy the food. Realize when you put the expense, I'm like, okay, did I spend $150 at McDonald's in 1 week? Because you know there's 4 children, everybody getting a full meal. I was like, no, we need to change this. And then you'll be surprised when you need to be real with yourself. When you go ahead and you calculate all these things, you go ahead and say, okay, now I need to do a budget. And you're complaining, why I don't have any money? I'm always broke. You put yourself in that predicament. There's changes you need to be made, things that you don't need. If you pay your utility, you pay your tithe at church, you do whatever, your car note, the utilities and everything else, your mortgage or your rent, whatever left over, you should have put it on the side. Some might say, oh, Paulette, I don't have any children. Everybody is grown. I'll get bored. I need to do the shopping. But, how about tomorrow you don't have a job? We need to learn how to be able to save 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months in case something go wrong. I remember when I lost my job, if I didn't know about saving, I had a little baby in my head, a little 1-year-old. I had rent to pay, I had things to pay. If I didn't know or learn how to save, I don't know what would I do. Well, some people will say, oh, well, I will probably go to social services because I have the babies, they will help me. They don't help you like you think to the extent, what's they going to do for you? They're going to go ahead, maybe give you money for the food stamp. It's not even money, it's food. How about the rent? So you're going to go to Salvation Army every month for your rent? This is not even okay. God is not a poor God. If he called us to save, like he did, like he in the Bible gives the example of the ant, it is for a reason. He will multiply your savings. That's for sure. Because if you're disciplined enough to be able to save, he will multiply the money that you have. Because you are so focused. I say, God, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm going to save for this. You need to be disciplined. This is not the time to be playing around. This is the time to be disciplined on your plan. If he gives you that idea of a business, how do you think you're going to make it? Now, when the business stops making money, but you're going to get money from the business to be able to go to shop because you got maybe a little $10,000 that you made, but you don't think about tomorrow. If you go ahead and hire somebody, or even for you, if something happened to your business, you want to buy an equipment or something, but you'll be spending the money for no reason, just to show off. Oh, well, this one, look at how she's dressed, she's wearing this thing, she's wearing that. Money that you don't even need to be spending, but this is to show off to people that you don't even care about the way that you look. Some people just look at you, but they don't really care. The little shoes that you bought at Payless, do they know it comes from Payless? I don't think so, unless if you say something. Learn how to save your little thing. This is not the time to be showing. Put a little emergency fund on the side, and you wonder why you haven't started blooming yet. Because we are not disciplined enough. We don't want to save. We lack our focus, and this is why we're not who we're supposed to be. Stop complaining. Start budgeting. Start putting your money on the side, and watch how God will bloom you like a flower. and watch how your saving will grow and grow and grow and grow. Spend what you need to be spending. Don't be spending what you don't need to. And learn it from an accountant. I've been doing this for a long time from an old woman, which is my mother, who didn't know how to even write her name. That's to tell my mother was illiterate, yes. And I learned that she was able to send me to college, and I didn't have no paper in this country. But my mother paid for my college because I couldn't get financial aid at one point. So it took a while. You see, from a woman who doesn't know how to even sign her name, never went to school, she knew how to save to be able to send 3 kids to school, be able to have her own house, her own everything. She even paid for her own funeral already. My mother is 80 years old today's date. She paid for her own funeral. She paid for everything with only the money, no bank money, no borrow money, nothing, because she knew how to save. The power of savings, the power of saving. As women, Christian, we need to learn how to do that. Stop spending our money for things that we don't need. I pray that whatever that I say today will touch you and change you. So like we heard, there was changing. Most people that spoke to us today, it was about changing again. God's plans in your life is bigger and better than that. You will see blooming. You will see this glory. I thank you for your time, for listening. I thank you so much. I think this is it for me. Dr. West.
Amen. Thank you so much, Minister Paulette. I'm telling you, that's a on-time word, because too many people are sitting around saying, God's got everything that I need. God does have everything that we need, but God's not going to do for us what we can do for ourselves. God has already predestined some things for us. But if we don't do what we need to do, then we may find ourselves in a destitute place. And we can't say, well, God didn't do what God said he was going to do, when we're not doing what we know we have the power to do.
Yes.
It's important to save. It is important to have something. My son said to me, Mama, if you, now he was just being silly, but anyway, he said, Mama, if you die, I'm expecting a lot from you. I'm not storing up for my kids, but you know, we don't know what tomorrow holds. We may not be here, but guess what? If there is something there, then it will go to my children. But guess what? What if I happen to live a long life and I've never done anything to store up anything and just lived a carefree and frivolous life? There will come a point where I'm gonna be destitute. And look, I'm just telling y'all what it is. Social service, y'all ain't gonna run down there and get but so much these days, okay? And it's gonna become less and less and less. And especially after everything that has happened with all of this pandemic and all of the monies that the government has given out that the money doesn't have to give out, there's gonna be consequences to that is going to impact a lot of people.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The power of savings is not my word. It comes from the Lord. The Bible talk about it all over the place, about savings. And save and save and save and save. And plus, you never know when you may need to help somebody who really does need. And if you don't have anything, how you going to help somebody else? You can't help yourself, and you can't help anybody else. Yes, ma'am. Just saying. But that was Paulette. Yes, that was rich. Thank you, ma'am. That was rich. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you have a little plan or something, a little document or something that you want to do a handout, just let me know and I'll make sure that everybody gets it. Some reminders or something like that. Yes, okay? I will. Thank you, ma'am. Yes. Appreciate it. Love you. Love you more. I received that. So listen, everybody, that was good. If you're not saving, start. If you are, continue. And maybe what you are putting away isn't even enough based on all this coming into your hands. Just saying. I always tell people, I am blessed to be a blessing. I am blessed to be a blessing. And that's how we need to look at it. The Lord has blessed us richly in so many ways, but we are here to be unto him what we're called to be, and then to others.